Marvel has tried so hard to create characters and stories that are the most diverse, inclusive pieces of work one company could possibly make. And while those things could be written into a story in a good way, the way these companies cram them into stories isn't. They've been creating this wave of new comics and characters to celebrate the 80th anniversary of Captain America, and hilariously, they have tried so hard, it's backfiring on them because they're being raked across the coals by the very people who they thought would buy these terrible sounding comics. We are going to start off with a Bounding Into Comics article and then move into a Bleeding Fool one. It says Marvel unveils female Filipino college student as fourth regional Captain America. So it says Marvel has announced that the fourth new hero set to be introduced this summer as a regional Captain America will be the newly created hero Ari Agbani, a Filipino-American college student. Created by Overwatch and Dr. Offer writer Alyssa Wong, Ari is set to debut in the United States of Captain America #4, crossing paths with characters like Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson, Bucky Barnes, and John Walker as the four-star-spangled Avenger travels the United States in pursuit of a thief who has stolen Captain America's shield. Described as a local Captain America-inspired hero who seeks justice on her college campus, she will discover that her school turns a blind eye to fellow students behaving badly, prompting the woman who is not afraid to fight dirty to spring into action. This is what they think people want to buy stories about a girl on her college campus, calling out other kids that are doing bad things, calling other people who are just being generally terrible people. She's gonna fight dirty and spring into action if they do something bad. I mean, seriously, why do they think that this is what people want to read? Listen, I get that they're trying to make a bunch of new Captain Americas for promotional material, but just make new characters and stop trying to make everyone Captain America. Stop taking an established name like Captain America and twisting the character to be whatever you want it to be. Just make new characters. Wokeifying Captain America, saying, oh, the new Captain America for a brief time is going to be this Filipino college student, is going to make you lose respect, customers, and now the people you're trying to appeal to don't want this garbage because you named a character something that translates to genitals. We are going to definitely read about the backlash to the name in a minute. But continuing on, it says, speaking to her creation, Wong told Marvel, when editor Alana Smith approached me about creating a new local Captain America for this series, I immediately knew I wanted to write a Filipino-American girl. There just aren't many of us in comics, she continued. I grew up without a Filipino-American community for the most part, so every time I see a Filipino character, I get excited. And getting to create one, a Captain America even, feels incredibly special. Now, part of my problem isn't even that the character's Filipino, which is obviously pandering. They're hoping it's a selling point to specific people, but when I think of Captain America, I think of a soldier, not a college student wearing a cheerleading outfit. Combat boots, a dress, and fingerless gloves doesn't really scream Captain America, it just looks ridiculous. No one cares about a college student dressing up as a captain telling people not to be mean to each other on a college campus. We want to see real stories with real heroes, not this. At least in my opinion. Maybe you want to read this. I highly doubt anyone really genuinely thinks this story sounds good. But it continues with saying Ari is a scholarship student at a small private university when she finds out her best friend is being victimized by a wealthy legacy student. Ari is determined to make things right. But what can she do when her college is only concerned with keeping its donors happy and half the buildings on campus are named after her best friend's abuser? Wow, what a stunning and brave comic book series. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the brand new Captain Genitalia. As you can see, she's wearing combat boots, this leather jacket, fingerless gloves. She's got a little mask on with her short blunt haircut, and she's wearing what looks to me to be like a cheerleading outfit. I just do not think that this looks good at all. That's my personal opinion. Maybe you like it. I highly doubt that anyone truly loves this outfit. But I want to head over to the Bleeding Fool article. It says, Captain Genitalia? Filipinos ruthlessly mock Marvel's latest diversity hero. I think that this is hilarious. They are being raked across the coals by the very people who they made this book for, who they are trying to pander to. It says the United States of Captain America is the latest inclusion and diversity project from Marvel Comics intended to celebrate the 80th anniversary of Captain America with a brand new limited series and a handful of forgettable derivatives of the character. Some haven't been too bad, but most of them have been kind of cringy and meh. I try not to use the word cringy at all, but genuinely this series so far has been really cringy. It says from the homeless gay Captain America to their Flojo-inspired social justice warrior, the results have been less than stellar. So it says in the United States of Captain America #4, we'll meet Ariel or Ari Agbayani, a new character created by Alyssa Wong, and what makes this latest character noteworthy isn't that the character is Filipino, which surprisingly wasn't announced in May, which is when the Americans celebrated Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. No. The most memorable part about this Captain America derivative is her potentially offensive and definitely stereotypical name. Here is a ton of tweets of people roasting this character, Marvel, and the name that they chose. It says it's so great to see that Marvel finally gave my people, the Filipinos, such awesome representation with a character whose name translates to ball sack. Keep on trucking, Marvel. Marvel, why did you not think about this nickname? And keep in mind her full name is Ariel and Ari is just the shortened version of her name. But did they not realize people would want to call her by her nickname? They referred to her as her nickname, which translates to ball sack. I mean, come on, Marvel. A big L here. Someone else said, it doesn't help that Ari has multiple translations. It can mean genitals or property/possession. So it ain't good regardless. Scrolling down, someone said, yes, it's true. That's the translation because the creators are absolute idiots who stereotyped the hell out of people. I think that it is perfectly fine to have Filipino-American characters, but what I don't think is fine is to literally take the name Captain America and twist the character to push your diversity and inclusivity narrative when all these companies do is virtue signal. Just have your writers go and make new characters with good stories that happen to be Filipino-American or Indian-American or whatever you'd like. If the story's good, that's what people will care about, and that's why people will buy your books, not because you're changing characters around trying to make them as diverse as possible. There has been backlash for every single new character in this series, so you'd think they'd understand that people aren't really happy with this new Captain America Goes Woke series, but nope, apparently they just do not understand it yet. I wish that Marvel was in a better place than it is right now. I did like a lot of Marvel content in the past, but this isn't the type of company or content that I personally want to support. But let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, and I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.